our 9th edition of Learning to Cook Caribbean with Larry Fournillier. Today we have a very special guest. She's Miss Renee Preston Hooper, and she hails from Texas. We also have Jason Joseph, New York's renowned photographer. And today we are going to be doing some curry chicken. Now, Renee is also an excellent and exceptional wine expert. She is going to be pairing wine with the food that we'll be doing today. Now, I remember, and you guys probably remember, one of our earlier shows, I think it was the first show, we did a curry chicken. But Renee is going to be doing a slight variation, but she's going to be pairing it with a wine. And the wine house we'll be using is a Apothic, and it's a Californian, but Renee was going to be explaining the year and the body and all that goes with wine. She'll be explaining that later on in the show when she cooks the meal, and she will be cooking the meal today. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's dig in and start cooking. So Renee,
yes.
You want to talk about the wine now? So
no, it's fine. We can do it later. I was just
okay,
going to open
right,
it so I can breathe a little bit.
I must say, though, that this show is being sponsored by Apothic, since they're kind enough to let us use their wine.
May I also add another one, Larry?
No problem. You're the wine expert.
I'm going to do a white one as well because it's spicy, and sometimes people don't prefer a red like I do. It's just it depends on the flavor. So I thought I would also pair a white just for people's preferences, and that's going to be the Naked Grape Chardonnay.
Okay, sounds interesting. Great. So let's rock and roll there, Renee.
Okay.
Okay, Renee is opening up the wine. So, Jace, have you cooked Caribbean lately, buddy?
No, I'm guilty. I have not. I feel like I may be inspired, though.
Okay, good.
I'm certain of it. I'm actually definitely inspired to go open a bottle of some California grapes myself. I may have to excuse myself.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, so Renee is starting with the onions. There was a long list of ingredients for this particular dish. And like I said, it was posted already on hangoutnetworks.com on the website. It was our first show. And if you need to reference back to the ingredients list, it's on there. So right now Renee is cutting up the onions. Okay.
Is this going to be enough, do you think?
Yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. She has the cilantro next. Now she's already prepared the when I say prepared, marinate. The chicken has already been marinating in salt. It's been washed clean, and it's been marinated in some salt, pepper, some curry powder, and some cumin on it. Okay, looking good there.
Gotta open my curry powder, sorry.
Okay. The curry, you can put that in what you just chopped up, the cilantro, you could put that in a bowl with the onions because that will be going into the pot together. Right. Oh, you have the garlic?
I do.
Okay. Let's chop that up if you haven't chopped it up already.
Okay.
So Jason, what big projects you have coming up, pal?
I'm working on a photo that I've been talking about for some time. I can't wait to get it to come to fruition. We're waiting on a review for the new Nikon D800. We're waiting on availability from B&H. We'll be reviewing that for CompactCameras.com. while we have that camera in our possession, we're going to shoot a artist portrait for the amazing author Anthony Bozza, who is a celebrity, celebrity author. You've met him.
Yeah.
And
I haven't met him personally, but I know of his work.
Oh, I thought you got to meet him. Yeah, great guy. Great guy.
No, I know. I didn't get to meet him.
Ex-Rolling Stone. So we're going to shoot that, and hoping to squeeze in too also the drummer from Liberty DeVito, the drummer from Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, right.
Do a portrait with him. So that's the immediate future, and who knows what the rest of the summer holds.
Well, the fun has just begun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, good luck with all your projects, man. Sounds very interesting.
But in order to do these, I need to stay well fed, so this show comes in handy.
Renee,
Yes.
are you making out there with the garlics, my dear?
Well, I'm getting it done slowly but surely.
Okay, I will. Let me give you a quick tip on getting the skin off the garlic. If you have a knife, you'll get your knife. Put the garlic on the cutting board.
Okay.
On the flat edge of the blade. All right. Yeah. Put the garlic down on the board. On the flat edge of the blade, press it. All right.
There you go.
Crunches, and you can peel. The skin comes off easily.
That is correct. Way easier.
Okay.
So I'm going to chop this.
Yeah.
Can I use a grater?
You can use a grater if you're not comfortable using a knife.
Well, I am, but it just needs sharpened, and the grater's faster since since I was supposed to already have this done, and I don't.
Yeah, you could grate it in there. That goes the same place.
Right?
Nice.
So what is that, like a couple of tablespoons of garlic, basically?
Yeah, about 3-4 cloves.
Yeah, it was 3 fat cloves.
Yeah, those are big cloves. I'm watching it.
Garlic's so good if you have a cold.
Oh, definitely, man.
Chase the
And
cold
I'll be
right out of
having
you.
a cold
The properties
forever.
in garlic is so good. I mean, people should be eating more.
I hear it actually cures AIDS.
Right?
Well, I haven't heard that yet, but
So
if it does, garlic will be sold out very quickly.
very quickly. Well, how much of the ginger do I need?
Let me see the piece you have there. About half of that.
Okay, thinly sliced or?
Yeah, thinly sliced. Yeah. Yeah.
Hurry up, Renee, I'm hungry.
I am hurrying.
And put that in with the put that in the same bowl with it, right? Okay, you have the cinnamon sticks. Well, that could be thrown in. That could be thrown in later into the pot. Right, great.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, a question about ginger. Do you keep it in the fridge?
Yeah, well, I keep it in the freezer.
Really?
Yeah, in a Ziploc bag in the freezer, and it will last indefinitely. And the benefit, when it comes out, it's nice and hard, so you could grate it very easily, and the skin comes off very, very easily.
Oh, cool. Really cool.
So keep it in the freezer, and it will last indefinitely in a Ziploc bag. Okay, you have the other bowl there. We're going to put the spices in that bowl. The curry powder, the cumin, the coriander.
And that's going in the chicken bowl or this bowl?
No, that's going in the smaller bowl that you have right next to that bowl.
Okay, so how much of each?
All right. For your curry powder, about a tablespoon. Yeah, throw. Yeah. No, okay. No, that was supposed to go in the other bowl, but that's all right. You know the other bowl?
You said the smaller bowl.
No, the other bowl that you have there. You have another bowl. No, I thought I'm looking at another
The
bowl.
little one?
Right. Yeah. That's.
My
Oh,
bad.
don't worry about it. Don't leave it.
Okay.
Leave it. Let's put the cumin in there now. We can always
Right.
add more curry powder in that. Add about a tablespoon of cumin. Mm-hmm. I like your measuring method.
I've cooked a long time, many, many years.
All right. Put a little more curry powder in there. About maybe yeah. All right.
You can never really have too much curry powder, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
in a curry dish.
Curry is the star of the show, so the more the merrier. Okay. You have the coriander. It's ground, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. About a teaspoon of that. Lovely. Okay. Now, put a little bit of water in that.
And this,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to make a paste.
Yeah, make a paste, yeah.
Okay.
Not much water. Okay. You can also add a little salt to that. Like a teaspoon. Your salt.
I was looking for it. I was like, where's it at?
All right, good. Good. All right. And take a spoon and just mix that up. Okay, great. Okay. Perfect. In your saucepan, make sure turn the stove on. Okay. Make sure put it on high so it'll heat up quickly.
This pan has a really heavy bottom
Right.
for even distribution of the heat.
Great.
It also causes it to take just a little while to get perfectly
hot. Yeah. Give it about a couple minutes, and then get your vegetable oil ready to pour into that saucepan. Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure it's... Jason, how you doing there, buddy?
Good.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So, Renee.
Yes.
This is your first time cooking Caribbean dish?
It is.
Okay. But you've cooked curry before, haven't you?
Yes. I make a little homemade curry chicken recipe that I've used for years, and it involves green apples. And
okay. Instead of
it's very
potato.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But have you used... There she is. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's right. Have you used that many different spices in your curry before?
No, I sure haven't.
Okay.
This is definitely educational for me, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, you will have layers of flavor.
Oh, that's perfect. That's going to go so perfect with the wine.
Yeah, layers of flavor. I'm sure the wine that you're going to pair it with would really bring out the flavors of the dish.
Absolutely.
Right.
It has layers of flavor as well.
Okay.
It's Zinfandel, Syrah, red Zinfandel, not white now. Syrah, Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay,
and
so it's a
Meritage.
It's a Meritage, yeah. And the cool thing about it is it's got this multifaceted flavor, just like our dish that we're making. So it's going to be really fun with this dish.
It sounds like it would be a very heavy, fruit-forward, well-bodied, heavy-bodied wine.
You're exactly right, Jason.
Yeah, I love Zinfandels. I love red Zins.
Wait.
Oh, me too. And that's where the cinnamon that we're using in the recipe. That's what's going to really bounce off the cinnamon is the red Zin that's in the blend.
Okay, so that cinnamon is going to like tie the two things together.
Yes.
All right. Let's check the pot. Let's check the pot. Let's check the saucepan, and let's pour the oil in there. Yeah. Pour a little more. Pour a little more.
A couple of tablespoons.
Yeah. Enough to cover the bottom.
Okay, it's covered.
Right. Good. Fantastic. Great. Yeah. Let that build up a little more heat.
Okay.
As you were saying.
I'm sorry. Well, normally we would, on most chicken dishes, we would pair a white.
Let's see that
And-
pretty face again. Yeah, okay, great.
But this one is going to be so bold in flavor that it would overwhelm most whites, maybe.
Uh-huh.
But I am going to pair a white with it in case somebody doesn't like red wine.
Okay, so you're going to be doing a red and a white.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
great, great. Before we forget, if you can take your yogurt out of the fridge, because we will be using that. Not right now, but just put it out so you can get some room temperature. Once the pot starts to cook, we'll be adding the yogurt into the curry, and that will sort of smooth out the edge, because curry has a sort of a biting sort of a taste in your mouth. So what the yogurt or coconut milk, you could also use coconut milk as a substitute. But some people are lactose intolerant, so that's why
Correct.
yogurt is also a good substitute, and it's healthier.
Right.
It smooths out the edge on the taste of the curry, and it
Perfect.
makes it very appetizing. Okay, so that pot looks like it's getting hot there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now what we can do is it hot, because I can't really tell from this side.
Yeah. You know how it kind of gets waves in it.
Yeah, right. It's getting hot. Right.
It's got
good.
the waves.
Got the waves. Right. Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Take your paste. Correct. Put it in there and get your long spoon. So, get your long spoon. Right. Lovely. Stand back.
Yes, it's gonna burn
Yeah.
in it.
Stand back.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Okay. It's not that hot. Is it on high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the weight of the pan, like I said, it makes the heat very even, but
Okay.
it takes a long time to get really super hot.
Okay. Now stir that in. Stir that into the oil. I can see the steam. It's getting hot. Right. Now put in your onions.
This?
Yep. Stir it up. Okay.
Oh man, I wish I could smell this. It's
How is it? How's the
Oh,
smell?
dude.
Beautiful,
It
huh?
smells it smells like heaven.
Lovely. Lovely. If you could pull yourself away from the stove just for about a quick minute and maybe put some water into that bowl that you had the paste in,
Okay.
because you'll be adding that into the pot. Not much, just about half of that bowl.
Is this enough?
Oh, a little more.
A little more water? Okay.
Yeah, a little more water. Yeah. Perfect.
Throw it in now?
No. Put it back on the stove. Remember, we have to cook that. You should have left it. Just left it on there. On
Oh,
the
I
burner.
thought you meant to take it off the heat.
How is it smelling?
Just amazing. You can't even believe it.
Okay. Make sure it's getting very hot.
Yeah.
Okay, is it sort of sticking to the bottom?
Not too bad.
All right. As soon as it starts to stick, pour some water in there to loosen
Okay.
it up. Some people, you could also use chicken stock in this instance also, for the folks who are watching. I like to use good old H2O. Lovely. Add a little water, not much.
What was that, Larry?
Add a little water. Four. Okay, good. Good. Stir it up. You just put enough to loosen up the stuff at the bottom. So the glaze. Well, water is not a good deglazer, but I mean, wine would have been perfect, but we're not cooking with the wine. Okay. Are your onions getting tender?
They're starting to.
All right. Make sure that pot is hot. Is the heat building up? I'm seeing some smoke.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now we can take the chicken.
Should I get the camera a little closer? Would that be fun?
Let's get the chicken in there first, and then
Okay.
we can move it down. Okay. What pieces, before I put the chicken in, what pieces did you use?
Just breast.
Just
Boneless,
breast.
skinless breast.
Okay, great. And folks, before she put the chicken in there, she washed it, cleaned it. That is very important. Very, very important. You have to clean your chicken because that's how salmonella gets into the system.
Right.
You have to clean your chicken and wash your hands after. And what she's also put in there, she sort of started a marinade with some tomatoes, salt, pepper, and some curry powder and some cumin on there. Right? So that has been marinating for about maybe half hour before showtime. So
That looks good enough to eat just on its own.
I know.
That's amazing.
I know. So, okay, Renee, thank you.
Hungry.
Just put it in there. And take your spoon, stir it up. Make sure everything gets married up.
Larry, could you cook this in a wok?
You can, but the wok, you see, the thing about the wok, it's for high intensity cooking, and it's not for really cooking the vegetables or the meat.
Well, what if I just stare at the wok very intensely?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, not the right tool for the job, huh?
It's not the ideal, but if you have a wok and that's the only tool utensil you have,
It'll do.
It'll do. What you can do now, Renee, is cover the saucepan
Okay.
so it'll cook faster.
One moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Leave it on high for about maybe 5 to 8 minutes. Once it starts to bubble, because what will happen, the chicken will spring its own water. So
Right.
it will give you some moisture in there to work with. Okay? And
Okay.
once that starts to, and that helps the chicken cook even faster once it's covered also. After about 8 minutes, you could put it down to medium. And just let it finish off cook. But we want to get a chicken cooked properly, and that's another thing too. Chicken is a very funny piece of meat. You know, some people eat. You know, chicken is something you can't eat raw. I mean, unlike beef. You know, some people eat beef raw.
I do.
Yeah. So, Jace.
Yeah.
Renee, what do you think?
Oh, this is amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Oh, yeah.
I wish there's some way we could you know, these hangouts on here could have like smell of it.
Smell, yeah.
You know? Gosh. How's it looking? It's starting to bubble?
Oh, yeah.
Good, good. Let it bubble. How's it smelling?
Awesome.
In about, like I said, in about 8 minutes, you'll want to taste it because it's very important to taste your meal while it's being cooked. Some people don't, and when they finish, they say, oh my gosh, it needed salt or it needed this, and it's too late. It's too late to add anything. So always taste while you're cooking. Let that be your rule.
Absolutely.
That was taught to me by my mother. She said, always taste while you're cooking. And could never forget that. Because sometimes when you add a liquid, it will dissolve the salt and the other flavors or the other spices that you have in there. It will reduce the potency.
Oh.
So
Right. That makes sense.
right. So you always want to maintain that level of potency with the flavors. That's when you're building your flavor profile. You know, it's important. That's why it's important to taste, because you want to be consistent.
So we want to also make sure that the chicken is pretty well done before we...
Yeah, but even if when I say taste, you just take a spoon
Just from the sauce?
and just taste some of the sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's doable. Totally.
And that way you could say, well, it probably needs a little salt, or it probably needs a little more curry. Because remember, we also have to put in the yogurt in there. When it's about halfway through, we have to put in the yogurt, because the yogurt will sort of, like I said, smooth out that curry bite that, you know, most people and some people don't like curry because of that bite, because of that, you know, that bitterness, because it's actually a very bitter when you just eat curry by itself. Sometimes it's either no taste or it's slightly on the bitter side.
Right.
So we have all those other spices to enhance the star, which is the curry. It's like there's like a big production there in your pot. You know, we have all these co-stars supporting the main star, and the main star by itself can't stand on its own. You know?
Right, yeah. You always have to have your supporting cast, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I just want to remind folks that Renee will be joining Hangout Networks. She's part of the new member of the family, and she will be along with me on Sundays. We'll be pairing wines with the Caribbean dishes. I'll be, well, not me, I won't be cooking, but the other home cooks will be preparing, and she will be suggesting the wines to be paired with that food. So I know a lot of you guys out there, you know, have tried my dishes, have tried my recipes, and, you know, I've been getting a lot of favorable feedback. And I think adding the wine aspect of it would, you know, just take your food up to the next level. And it's not expensive wines that she'll be suggesting. It's affordable wines, you know, wines that the average person could afford and put with their meal.
Maybe now's a good time to talk about some wine.
Yeah. So,
well,
Renee,
I'm really excited about this red to go with this dish today. Like I was saying earlier, the red Zinfandel that's in the blend is going to really pop with the cinnamon that we're adding to the recipe. The Merlot is going to smooth out the wine in the same way that the yogurt smooths out the curry dish.
Ah, good.
So that's going to be interesting. And then we have the bold Cabernet flavor, the bold Syrah. That's going to really go with the boldness of the curry.
fantastic.
So it's a little bit of a spicy kind of fruit-forward, rich, chewy wine you got there. It sounds like. It seems like.
It is.
That would be my guess of that blend of grapes.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Jason. And it does have a remarkably smooth and silky mouthfeel. So if these habaneros are a little, a little spicy, this won't antagonize it too much.
Okay.
Smooth wine. It's like silk.
Speaking of habaneros, we forgot to put that into the mix.
Oh, it's supposed to go in now?
Yeah, chop one up, take one out.
How about this one? Is this one good?
Oh, that one looks perfect. Yeah.
That was dangerous.
No.
I do not ever eat
remember the seeds. The seeds are the hot part of that pepper. So you might want to.
Will be going bye-bye.
Okay. Perfect. Because folks,
Sir. No.
that membrane that she just took out there, that is the hot part of the pepper.
Do not ever eat this.
Yeah.
Unless, these are great for pranks. If you want to dare someone and tell them it's not really that hot. And I dare you to eat it. That's funny. Very funny.
Yeah.
You're an evil woman.
I know. It's fun. Okay, so how are we chopping this?
Chop it. Finally chop. Okay. Yeah. You should be wearing gloves. It depends on if you like it hot.
Right? Oh my gosh. Let me see.
That's what makes this show so great. Everything is relaxed and, because that's how you do it in the kitchen, right, Jace?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, wow.
Absolutely. Cooking's a good time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you get your wine,
I totally
Jason?
almost did that.
I'm going to. I wanted to post about this show. I tweeted it out.
Tweeted it
I actually sent it over to Guy Kawasaki to see if we can get it on his radar because he was around.
Okay.
And
cool.
yeah, I'm doing a little ADD, but I really am thirsting for some. So I'll be right back.
Well, okay. Go ahead, buddy.
You don't want to mess around. You don't want to mess around with the habaneros and sometimes even the jalapenos. Because they will light you up.
Well, actually, we use the real hot ones down here. We use the Scotch bonnet.
I know. We don't even have those here.
I know.
Crazy.
And that would add a little oomph to your pizzazz, to your dish there. All right. Okay. Looking good. Put it in the pot and stir it up. How's your water level in there?
It seems a little high.
It seems okay. Yeah, it looks okay from this side.
Okay.
Now you can taste.
And turn it to medium, correct?
Turn it to medium. Yeah.
That is so good.
Is it missing anything? Do you need to put any salt in there?
Nope.
Does it need any more curry? Does it need any more cumin? If it's balanced to you, if it tastes balanced to you, well then that's important because you're the one.
It tastes pretty balanced.
Okay.
Maybe some turmeric.
Turmeric?
Just a touch.
Yeah. Put some turmeric in there. Yeah. It would also give it a little color too.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, folks. That's another ingredient that's needed in the curry, turmeric. And you put in about a teaspoon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay, now the chicken looks like it's coming on nicely. You could get the yogurt and put it in now.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I don't guess I need these anymore.
Yep.
How much of the yogurt are we putting, Larry?
You could put about maybe two tablespoons. Is that a tablespoon or a teaspoon you have there?
Oh, this is a stirring spoon for me to stir this up because it's separated.
Okay. All right, okay.
Let's see if Renee approves.
Bogle? Is that Bogle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's very reputable. Very decent.
Yeah, it's for wines under $20. This is definitely one to have on your radar.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's half of that. It was here in New York. It's 10 a bottle.
Well, you know what? Nowadays, you can get a fabulous bottle of wine for $10 or less. In fact, this Apothic Red Blend that we're going to be having today, and also the Naked Grape Chardonnay, are both under $10.
I've had the Naked Grape Chardonnay. I like the Naked Grape Chardonnay.
Isn't it like fresh and clean tasting?
Yeah. It's almost reminiscent of an Italian white. It's I don't drink a lot of whites, but
Renee, put another tablespoon.
One more?
Yeah, one more. Yeah. Okay, great. And now mix it all up. You could add a little more water, so you can have some gravy. And Renee, drop in the cinnamon sticks while you're at it.
Alrighty. And you want 3?
Yeah, about 3 of them. Yeah, that'll work. Yep. Drop them in. And cover up. Yep. Stir it up and cover up. Perfect.
So this will feed what, 2? 3?
That's
4.
Yeah. Because she has 4 pieces. 4. Yeah.
Oh, I eat like an animal. That's enough for me.
So it's 2 for you, right?
And it's also important, Renee, to keep your work area clean. So if you can...
Yes, I was noticing that I was building up quite a bit of a mess here.
Mm.
But it's hard for me to go over to the sink, with the head.
No, just move it off, to the side. Or if you have to.
Oh, we got to get ready for the plate, don't we?
Well, not yet. Just clear your work area. Just clear your work area. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. As a matter of fact, I'm having curry today.
Yay!
Yeah. Glory cooked some curry for us today.
Awesome.
Yeah. Come, Gloria. She doesn't want to come on camera.
Oh, tell her to come on. Look, if I can come on here looking like I do today.
Yeah, and she used organic chicken.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, chicken that free range, running around in the yard down here.
That's what I prefer. Yeah, that's the best.
But I'm glad that we're introducing wine to the Caribbean dishes for the simple reason. Most folks down here don't drink wine with their meals. The average person, and that's who we relating to. And they mostly would drink either a soft drink, because with curry, we have something here called Solo, which is a soft drink that's manufactured here in Trinidad. SOLO.
I'm sure we don't have that here in America.
No, you don't. And when people order like a roti, which is basically using the curry and wrapping it in looks like a tortilla, that's called a roti. And they usually order that with a red Solo or a soft drink.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
and
no bueno. Soft drinks are not very good for you.
no, I know. So that is why I'm saying wine, introduction of wine to the food will be a good blend, and that's the direction I would like to go to. Direction I like to go in, so my viewers can, get the benefit of fresh food with good wine and inexpensive wine.
Yeah.
So that makes it perfect. So folks, Renee would be a regular, and she'll be pairing all the menus that we will be cooking on here with the appropriate wine. So that's an added bonus that you'll be getting from only the Hangout Networks and only from Larry Cooking Caribbean with Larry Fournillier. Learning to cook Caribbean. Look, sometimes that I have to come up with a shorter name, because that sometimes I forget the name of my own show. Look, it took me. I was telling Jason earlier. My last name is Fournillier. It's a French name. It wasn't until I was 8 years old I was able to spell my name properly.
I'm not surprised.
So.
That's why I lovingly refer to you as Larry from Trinidad.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, Renee, I want you to taste that now again, because remember we just added the yogurt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nice color.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Nice color. Yeah.
It's really hot.
Yeah. Be careful. I could just taste it.
Oh my God! Wow. That little bit of yogurt made a big difference. It's crazy good.
It did, huh?
Creepy
Okay.
good? I love that. Creepy good.
Yeah. Back of the throat.
You're burning. That's from the pepper,
Right.
right? You don't want anything hotter than that, because if you put more pepper, it will basically spoil the meal.
It'll just make it like unbearably hot.
Yeah, and not too many
But
people.
that little bite in the back of the throat, that's awesome. I love that so much.
All right.
I
Now,
tell you what, man, I could even drink a Moscato wine with this.
I was about to ask you if, because of the pepper that we added, that changes the whole flavor profile.
It does. It really made a big difference. That little bit of yogurt and that little habanero pepper made such a huge difference. And I'm thinking maybe more towards a white wine than this red blend. So I think that the Naked Grape Chardonnay is going to be fabulous. And if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, I think a Moscato
would be good. Yeah. Okay.
But if you're just a diehard red wine drinker like me,
yeah, and the good thing about curry, we not only curry chicken and seafood, but beef, venison.
oh my goodness, I can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
Goat. We even cook curry goat down here.
Hey.
Yeah.
When I have some fresh goat meat, then we should do that.
Yeah.
I have my organic goat herd.
Well, we could do a show with you cooking the goat. Probably not curry, but doing something else.
Anything.
We could do a stew goat.
Cool.
Yeah. And you could pair it with a nice wine. But our stews are different to the stews that you guys are accustomed to in North America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sort of dried down. It's not that soupy, gravy-filled concoction that most of you guys are accustomed to. This is basically caramelized sugar that we use along with vegetable oil and some water, and it cooks in that. And you cook it down. You dry it down, basically. Yeah. So it looks like it's maybe check the tenderness on your meat.
Hang on.
Do you have a thermometer? A meat thermometer?
Nope.
Okay, that's all right.
I can, from experience, tell you that this meat is cooked to safe eating level already. But as far as tenderness, we'll see.
Because we don't want to. Thing with chicken, you could overcook it and then it will be dry and on the inside, even though it's soaking in the gravy there. But you want it moist, but yet cooked on the. And you see, breast is something that cooks very easily.
Yep. I would have liked this with thighs. I like actually thighs better for most dishes like this. I should have gotten those instead of the breast.
You could put it in a plate or something and
I could.
or a bowl.
It's pretty tender.
It's tender. Is it cooked? Most important.
Sure looks like it.
we can't taste it, but
I can.
you can. Mm-hmm.
Jealous?
Yeah. God, Jason is hungry. I am hungry. You know.
I'm going food shopping actually in a little while, within an hour. I'm serious.
Or you're gonna buy out the store. You should have a snack first for sure.
Oh, that's what the wine's for. The wine will hold me over. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Did you put the stove on medium?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
All right,
my
Renee.
gosh,
In your honest opinion, the chicken, is it cooked to your likeness?
Yes.
Okay. Did it retain its moisture
It did so far.
so far? Okay.
And you know, brining helps with that. Our little marinade that we did.
Yeah,
with
the
salt in it,
marinade. Yeah.
That's very helpful with the moisture on the chicken.
I was just informed by Glory that the chicken is cooked to perfection. Because
Fabulous.
I'm having the same thing. She's cooking the same thing.
Awesome. Cool.
Curry chicken. Yeah.
Yay.
Larry, we have room for one more?
Yeah, of course. We have room for
I don't know if...
7 more. Yeah, just send out the invites. Let them come. Let them see Renee in action.
So, while I think, and I'm a big fan of making dishes that are just like a one dish. It's everything. That's why I like to cook in the wok so much. This seems to me that type of dish. Or would you pair this with something? Is there something else you would serve with this?
Yeah. Ideally, that is generally served here with rice and a salad to the side, and of course some vegetables. But like I also mentioned that they put that in roti. In that it's like a big tortilla. Soft tortilla.
Oh my gosh.
And actually, I'm going to have a show on making roti coming up. Probably not in this season, but in next season. Because I have a friend of mine who lives here in Trinidad. She makes great roti, so she will be on the show, showing how to make it, and I will have the recipe and all that. And it's very simple.
You mentioned salad. I'm curious now. In Trinidad, do you guys eat your salad before, during, after your meal?
Actually, we put it with the meal. On the plate, we have a portion of salad.
I thought I've seen you do that. Okay.
Yeah. Salad off to the side. Then there's a spoonful of vegetables off to the side, and you have the rice in the middle and the chicken or whatever meat you're doing on top of the rice. And everything is drizzled with the gravy.
You
know.
Now, gravy is in Italian. That's a big debate.
Yeah.
It's a big debate. Is it sauce or is it gravy? Is it brown? Is it red?
Is it,
starts fights
I
in
call
families.
I call it gravy. You know, some people
Yeah.
say sauce.
It starts fights within families. It started fights in Italian families. To me, if it has meat in it and it's brown, or if it's meat in it, some people say it's gravy. To me, if it's brown, it's gravy. If it's red, it's sauce.
Yeah.
As far as tomato sauces go, we're talking.
Right.
Of course, there are all sorts of sauces.
But you remember there was some tomatoes that was put in there, so it has a sort of a
Sauce.
orangish hue
Yeah.
because the curry is yellow and the tomato is red. So when you have yellow and red, you're going to have like an orange. That's why the turmeric was also put in to give it closer to a yellow color. Renee, we could start plating, my dear. Let's
Let me go pick out a pretty
go
plate.
pick out. Yep.
Be right back.
And a wine glass.
Get your wine glass. So yeah, Jace. So yeah, buddy.
I'm bad. I see that pot of food would be one sitting for me.
I think this plate will go very well with it, don't you?
Yeah, that
I
works.
think so. Yes. Yeah, as you were saying.
I would probably eat that entire pot full of food
in one sitting.
I'd probably come back to it. Like I'd have some now, and then I'd have some later, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really bad with portions.
That is funny. That is funny.
I wouldn't do well in
don't
France.
feel bad. I'm the same way. I'm really bad on my portions too.
Yeah, I could never live in France with their tiny little portions.
No. Me neither. So Renee, you have some. You have some what? Brown rice there?
Yes, I do.
That's a great
perfect.
pot for rice.
Yeah, that's a
It's
perfect.
so the best. It is the absolute best pot. And it's real hard to get brown rice right and to get it perfect. It's almost impossible. So I've, over the years, refined my technique to where with this pan, with its heavy bottom, this is Wolfgang puck also. These pans that I'm using are Wolfgang puck. And they cook so evenly that it makes the rice perfect.
Mm. I've been cooking with a lot of couscous lately. I haven't been doing much rice. Israeli couscous is my favorite.
You've been taking the Mediterranean route.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry, can we make couscous next time? Because now I'm craving couscous.
No problem.
I have been all week.
Because our culture here is so diverse, we do have Lebanese and we do have Syrians, part of the culture, part of the society here.
Mm.
So of course they have their dishes that they have introduced to the island, and couscous is.
It's on that list.
It's on the list. Also kebabs. And
Nami.
And tahini and gyros or gyro as they pronounce it down here. Looking good there, Renee.
This is awesome stuff, Larry. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Lara, how about fish?
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of fish?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah. I did some fish. We did some fish a couple of weeks ago.
You cook with tilapia or no?
Yeah.
Is that a popular staple on the island? Being that it's,
tilapia.
I mean, I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine you'd have more like game fish, like mahi-mahi.
Grouper, mahi-mahi.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Renee,
Snapper.
snapper, definitely snapper. Shark, we eat a lot of shark. Renee, some of the cilantro, you could break off a handful and just put it there as window. No, put it more. No, grab like a handful. Tear off like a handful. Yeah.
I'm getting stems. I'm trying not to get stems.
Okay.
Well, maybe Guy Kawasaki's watching because thanks to my Buffer app for Twitter, I see that 5 people have clicked on the link for the show, so who knows?
Okay, great.
How about that, Larry?
Oh my God, that looks so good.
That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah. I wish you could hold it up. Can you hold it up to the camera?
I sure can.
Please.
Absolutely.
And, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's looking yummy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, your glass of wine.
Yes, I'm going to go get the white that I have chilled and 2 glasses.
Okay, great.
I don't like that she only made 1 plate. Where's ours?
Ah,
What the hell?
I know. I have to remind her when she comes back.
This is definitely my kind of dish. You know, it seemed like it was a lot at first. It's not. It's really not that much. It's so simple to make.
It's very simple to make.
It's 1 pan. There's nothing to clean up, really.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Lovely. And this is the Chardonnay.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic.
This winery. They make their stuff all natural.
Oh.
Yeah. They grow the best grapes they can, and then just use minimal handling, minimal processing on it. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. And so basically, you're getting the natural flavor of the grape and nothing else with this wine.
Okay. Fantastic.
And it's very clean and fresh tasting, which is going to be fabulous with this. And then you have the lovely, big, full-bodied, multifaceted red blend from Apothic.
And that has...
It is...
remind the folks what that blend is again.
Okay. It's Apothic Red Winemaker's Blend, and it's Merlot, Syrah, Red Zinfandel, and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
All blended together.
Fantastic.
Ultra silky mouth feel and smooth finish.
Okay. Now,
and there we have it.
just take a taste and sip the wine and see which one.
Which one goes better? That's
Yep.
fun. Okay. I don't want to mess up the thing for the picture.
No, well, what you can do, Renee, you could eat from that plate. As far as the photos, you could use the next plate off camera. You know?
Or you could eat out of the pan.
Yeah.
I gotta have the rice too. If you don't eat the rice with it.
Yeah, well, yeah, eat it.
I'm going to eat some more wine.
Okay. Jason, are you gonna make it all right to the grocery store?
Yes, I'm not driving.
Okay, good.
Hey, we got mentioned on Twitter. Cheers.
Yay! That's awesome. Cheers.
Nice.
On there.
You have enough sauce there, right?
Do what?
You have enough sauce?
Yes, I put a bunch in there. It's
Nice,
all
lovely,
on the bottom here.
lovely.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
I love this cilantro. Oh my god. Oh, the Chardonnay is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wow, it's good.
Yeah, great.
I'm betting you're going to like the red even better.
You think
It's
so, Jay?
possible.
Yeah, I
It's
think
got-
so. From the way she described it, knowing what's in that dish, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
But
sure.
she also mentioned too, because of the yogurt that we put in there, a Moscato would go good with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
sweet
you know
wine.
what? There is enough. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Just
Okay.
thinking.
There's enough residual sugar in this Chardonnay
Mm-hmm.
that it's absolutely perfect. So,
Okay.
I mean, unless you just really have a super sweet tooth.
Right. Then you go with the
Moscato.
Moscato. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So now let's see how the red tastes with it. This is versatile.
How spicy is it?
It's not over spicy. It's mild.
Is it really?
Yeah, because remember she only used one habanero, and she minus the seeds. She pitted it.
Yeah, I took the seeds.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Some people like it hot. Those
Do you
like
think?
it
Yeah. Do you think
seeds.
it could have stood to be spicier?
Yeah, I could have threw in a few seeds. Yeah. I could have. But I was scared because I don't normally use habaneros, and I'm not like familiar with them like I am with other peppers. Okay.
And remember the yogurt, the cream in the yogurt minimizes the of the heat of the pepper.
You're right. You're right.
So
the red goes good too. It's very complimentary.
red goes good.
It's a little heavier. It's a little heavier. So whatever your mood is.
And you see, this is basically a comfort food too, huh?
Yes, and that's the thing. You can have a red wine with it because it is a very hearty, comforting food, and there isn't a better, heartier, more comforting wine than this Apothic Red.
Oh, great, fantastic. Well, folks, you heard it from the best. You heard it from the wine expert, Miss Renee Hooper.
Cheers, Renee.
Yeah. My glass is empty, but cheers.
Cheers, Larry.
Yeah. Next week, folks, Suite 709 will be here, and they will be cooking from their home in Texas. We will be coming up with a Trinidadian dish, a Trini dish.
They're normally cooking up some serious tunes. Those guys are badass musicians.
Yeah,
great performers. Let's see how they perform in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. And Renee will be here to pair wine for them. Right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Great. Renee, it's been a pleasure. And you're making me so hungry. My stomach is just growling right about now.
Right? Mine too.
I am so happy. I'm so happy that we got the show on today because, folks, originally the show was going to be a rerun of a previous episode, but thanks to Jason and Renee, they made it all possible. And this is a great way for me to introduce you to my audience. So, folks, take a look at this pretty face. She will be here every week with the wines. That's the wine lady. So, I'll be saying so long. Bon appetit. Thank you, everybody. Renee.
Thank you, Larry. It was a pleasure.
Same here. Jason, take care, buddy.
You too, my friend. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.